the video just stopped again, but I'm not starting again. I'm just going to carry on, and this will be part 2, okay? Part 2 of episode 10. So a girlfriend told me she danced, and so that's what I did. I would dance and sing in my house. I can't sing. And yeah, I would sing like nobody's listening and dance like nobody's watching. And it was really good. And you know what? I am going to try and do that again too, because it's also good for breath work, and it's also good for moving the body. And especially when you don't feel like moving the body, I think dance is a good way to help get that momentum going. Another thing that I did was I tried to focus on something different, like learning a language. I tried to learn some Japanese and some Spanish, and I tried to learn how to play chess. I also tried to learn how to play the piano. What else? Oh, yeah, diet's a huge part in how you're feeling. If you are feeling low, it's really the most important time to put nutrition into your body. I know it's also one of the hardest times, because when you're feeling low, you're not in a situation that you can be bothered. Really. It's like an effort, a huge effort. When you're feeling good, it's easy to be good. It's easy to do the right stuff. It's easy to exercise. It's easy to think positively. It's easy to eat right. But when you're being challenged, all those things are testing you to see how well you can still do them. When you're being tested with low energy or emotions that have been triggered and stuff, if you can still continue to look after yourself at those times, then you've achieved a huge amount of kudos. Reading, I love reading. For me, I was typically reading spiritual books. I got a lot of my I was empowered to carry on. Not that I was wanting to take my life or anything at all, but I found with the spiritual books, my situation wasn't so bad. There's lots of worse things out there. Lots of worse things out there. So why am I making such a big drama about facing my mortality with cancer? And it's not to undermine what I'm going through by any stretch of the imagination at all. Because, boy, the challenges are really interesting. But a lot of adverse situations are challenging. And there are worse ones than what I'm going through. And I wouldn't wish this disease on anyone. But I wouldn't also want to be in a country that's at war. I wouldn't want to be in a country that dictated every part of my behavior. These spiritual books were very healing for me in many aspects. And I will be talking about my spiritual journey. Are you saying it before me in yet another video? Because I think that's worth sharing. What else? Oh yes, rest. I've really drummed that one in, haven't I? I'm hoping, as probably you are, that I can now let that one go, because I covered it in Time Out, and I can't remember if I covered it in Surrendering and Accepting. Don't remember that, but I know I definitely covered it in episode 9 and the addendum on how important rest is, because It's an opportunity for our bodies to heal. And not saying that they'll heal back to what they were, but it can slow down the cancer growth. It can help put things back into perspective. You know, we see things in the light of day rather than in the darkness of night. I wanted to say something then and I've forgotten. That's right. What I was going to say is, you know, they use it in torture. If they want to make you say something that's not true, they'll keep you awake for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours until you eventually are so desperate and going insane for sleep that you'll just say whatever they want to hear just so you can get your eyes closed. So, you know, if it's used in torture, it really is an important part of surviving every day for all of us. Family and friends, so I've covered that. It's always good to be surrounded by people who help you, who don't stress you, who are really there for you. Yeah. Another video I plan to make is on another obvious topic of gratitude, but being grateful for every day. All of us should be grateful for every day, because remember, I've just had insider trading that my time is possibly up. But we should be grateful. And as Abigail keeps saying, choose life. And yeah, wake up and every day choose life. Choose to live. Choose to be grateful that you are here and make the most of it. And the gratitude to your body. Yeah. So I think I've covered in 2 videos unintentionally. I think I've done 4 videos all up on this, but I'll stick with the last 2. And finding a happy place is really important. You know, just looking at the blue sky, listening to the birds chirping. You know, nature is really beautiful. Why we destroy it, I've got no idea. But life, I know there's a lot of bad in this world. It just seems like there's a lot of darkness in this world. But that is why it's more important for us to know our happy places more than ever, so we don't get focused on them, so we don't get caught up in them. Because remember, all that worry and fear and stress and all that leads to disease. And we don't want disease, do we? So on this note, I'm going to say I really thank you for your time in watching these videos. Our time is precious, and I feel really blessed that I have hit 50 subscribers. Thank you. And and that I get to share my journey with you. None of us know how long we've got, but I just feel I'm in a really privileged state right now. So I thank you. And I'm not going to say it this time. I'm not going to talk about the thumbs up. I will leave it there. So thank you again for your time. I'll see you next time. Bye.